It's the Gibbs Toyotas. Hamlin and Busch to the inside. Junior regains his momentum. He may be able to hold on to third here.
I think the 24 is going to get boxed right here as they try to go
Four wide. Stewart Gordon's right into the wall. There's Edwards. Allmendinger.
Oh, no. What mess.
Gordon and Stewart, and then cars trying to sweep by on the outside. Menard, Montoya, McMurray, Harvick, or rather Boyer, all get caught up in it.
What a wadded-up mess.
The big one in Texas takes the pole sitter and the driver who's led the most laps, Gordon. And look who's left.
I think you'll see somebody gets into Tony Stewart. Can't remember. Let's see. He's on the
Stewart's
outside.
In the 14. And here comes Biffle on the bottom.
Yeah, we're going to go 3 wide. We're going to try to go 3 wide right here. You see Gordon forces his way by right there. Edwards got into the back of Stewart and got him into Gordon in the 24 car.
Allmendinger, there's McMurray.
And there they all go.
Menard, Boyer. Logano.
Boy, look at Ryan Newman.
Ryan Newman, great job. Scott Speed.
Just snuck through there.
That's called bobbing and weaving. You see here, it gets this so bottled up. Not a lot of room to work. Trying to go 3 wide right here. Here comes Carl with the run up on the outside, calling the 99 Edwards.
I think Gordon touch Stewart just a little bit.
But touch there. But then when he does, Edwards has got a hit into the back of the 14 to Tony Stewart.
I don't think Gordon got into Stewart enough to move him. The contact from Edwards, though,
I think what happened was Stewart broke a little momentum. Edwards had it in the 99, had that great run coming off 4, and they got together.
Oh, I agree. That's why Edwards got into Stewart. Gordon and Stewart getting together breaks the momentum right there.
You see the green car Edwards back there. He's trying to find a place to go.
That was a hard lick on that 24 car.
It really was.
And now watch them all sweep up through the quad oval and crunch the outside. Menard and Boyer. Harvick got through. And Scott Speed, here he comes, right the silver car. Whoop, whoop. Incredible job. Jeff Gordon led 124 laps today. He won't be there to lead the last one.
And he's asking Tony, what the heck are you doing? What happened? And Tony's saying, calm down, calm down. Look at the replay. So disappointing. I know Jeff Gordon was just, I've never seen him drive so hard.
I don't think Jeff's there saying, it didn't mean to get into you. Right. Saying, it's okay. That isn't what did it. That might have started it, but it didn't cause the big one.
I mean, we talked about it earlier. It narrows up so much on the exit of turn 4 into the trioval. It's hard to run 2 cars side by side.
And you see Carl Edwards in the 99, the green car back there. He's got a hole here up on the outside coming up on the back of Stewart. But when the 24 of Gordon bumps the 14 goes up the hill right in front of Edwards. They come together there, 24 of Gordon and 14, and you see how it cocks the 14 a little bit sideways? That's why Edwards got into him.
So there really is nowhere to pin blame.
No,
close racing, contact, loss of momentum, big crash.
And it's all on the line. This is what racing's all about, folks. This is when you give it all you got, take no prisoners. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well.
Wow, Newman cut hard left and missed both Edwards and Allmendinger.
That 82 is the one that amazed me. Scott Speed in the 82 car just absolutely.
Here in real time, you see it happening. We're showing you all these replays as the red flag is out.
Hard hit on Montoya. Watch the 82, the silver car there, almost gets into Gordon. Able to work his way through there.
Let's ride with Montoya.
Get to the bottom. Walk from here. Get to the bottom, get to the bottom, get to the bottom.
No.
Easy.
No.
Yes, hold off.
Got in that wet grass, and when he did, took off.
How about Ryan Newman? Wait till you see this crank it left and hang on.
Crash in front of you. Go high, go high, go high, go high, go high. Go low now, real low.
Where did everybody
go?
Man.
Come on. Come on.
Casey Kane.
Up here a little bit. Get loose in front of you. Get low, get low. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Keep coming. Get through there. Get through there. You're good. Get low. You're good. Man, missed that 42 there.
Nice job by he and Harvick.
Actually, a very good job on those spotters' part to to help those guys get through there when there was mud on the windshield, smoke. You can see very little.
Coming down. Right in the middle, right in the middle. We're in it.
But you know, you mentioned that, Darrell. I know that was an in-car camera shot from Ryan Newman, the 39, but his windshield was getting the same mud thrown on.
Oh, yeah.
Be a good time to get back in that hole and stay.
Digger can't even see. You know it's bad.
17 laps to go. The race has been red flagged. They are still cleaning up down in turn number 1. The preliminary report we have is that all the drivers involved are okay and either walked to the ambulance under their own power or drove their cars back to pit road, as Joey Logano did. His car's messed up, but they're going to work on it once the red flag is lifted. There are the drivers involved, and it took out a lot of the leaders.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, this was definitely a game changer right here, because when I look at our top 5 cars, Burton, Hamlin, Earnhardt, Kyle Busch, and Biffle, we're going to have roughly probably 15 laps to go. They're sitting there on 2 right side tires, and then Jimmy Johnson, who had some damage, got that caution. He's sitting back there on 4 tires and 6. You saw the 20 car sitting on pit road. Again, the rules under red flag, if you plan on repairing your car, you cannot work on it until the yellow flag is displayed and the red flag goes away.
And you're talking about our top 5. Look at Burton. Here's a guy that got a penalty, had to restart 30 or something. He's leading the race. Hamlin, cat recovering from knee surgery. Got Dale Jr. up there. It's running pretty good today. And Kyle Busch was somebody who was going to go to the garage and work on his car about halfway through this race. So, and it's just amazing that some of these guys have been able to hang in here, and now they're sitting in the top 5.
Chris Myers, it's been quite a day so far.
All right, 17 laps to go, the red flag. Here's how we got here. Ran out on Sunday, started the race with your pole sitter, Tony Stewart, but the 48 leads on lap 48. Jimmy Johnson, and then on lap 76, the crowd up and hollering, more than 90,000, as Dale Earnhardt Jr. took the lead from Jimmy Johnson. 11 leaders and 28 lead changes in this race. And pit road an adventure in figuring in a lot of the results as Tony Stewart came back out in first. And here, the commitment guys, Jeff Hammond had problems with commitments anyway. The commitment cone costing Jeff Burton.
Yeah, Jeff Burton decided to pit late when he couldn't get into pit road to get the commitment cone, and that's a penalty as far as NASCAR is concerned. He had to do a pass-through, had to go all the way to the back of the pack.
Lost 30 spots, worked his way back up. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon battling teammate Jimmy Johnson, and no love lost there. It actually caused some damage that forced Johnson to pit. He worked his way back up, and then moments ago, as you saw from Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards into Tony, into Jeff Gordon, 9 cars in all, and an all-star crash lineup, looking like an early glimpse of Talladega, where we're going to be next Sunday on Fox. But everybody okay physically. Gordon and Stewart discussing what the heck happened with the 28 lead changes and 7 cautions coming out in the race. So again, Jeff Gordon leading 124 laps, but we are under the red flag with 17 to go. And Chris DeVoe is with the crew chief, Steve Letarte, of Jeff Gordon.
That's right, Chris. Steve Letarte in the garage. And I know this is a product of what happens towards the end of races, but you guys had such a good car. What happened, and can you even put your aggravation or frustration into words right now?
Oh, well, you know, the DuPont National Guard Chevrolet was a good car all day long. We didn't have a lot of practice, so it says a lot about our team. This is kind of an outside-the-box setup, something we want to try. I think it was working out, and I mean, that's just a product of 15 guys really wanting to win a race. I mean, that's what we all get paid to do, and they were trying to make it happen. You got to get them early. Once the track, you know, once you get strung out, there's not a lot you can do, but they're trying to make it happen.
Do you see some extra fire in your driver right now?
Oh, there's no doubt. I think I've seen it since Daytona. The whole crew, you know, the pit crew struggled a little bit in the middle there, but they had some good stops towards the ends, and you know, I think myself and Jeff and everybody, we want to win. So that's what we were trying to do, is win races. I think 4 tires are going to win the race, and just didn't work out. And
I think that's evident. We saw some issues or contact with the 48. As race fans, we love to see that. We love to see that fire and desire. What happened there? I don't really know. It looks like they got together off from 4, but I'm just proud of Hendrick Motorsports. I mean, the 24, 48, the 88's really fast up there. So that's all we need to do. It's only race 8. Thanks, Steve.
Tony Stewart out of the care center is released. Dick Berggren's with him.
Well, you had an awfully good car, Tony. Want to take a look at the replay and tell us what it was like inside your car?
I saw it. I mean, I came off of 4 there and bounced off of Jeff's right rear, and then it just pendulum, and I lost it and got into his right rear, and then I got us to where neither one of us could get away from it. And somebody put me in 3 wide and 1 and 2, and that got me up where I got a bunch of crap on my tires, and that started it.
You had a long talk with Jeff Gordon. What was it about?
How we got to there. I mean, I think he was upset or worried that I was going to be upset about it on his side, and it wasn't his fault. I mean, obviously, and I got a chance to see it in the Infield Care Center. It's definitely my fault. So apologize to all the teams and drivers that we got caught up at and their fans for it. So we had a really good car there, and just, shame that it happened, let alone to some of your teammates like that.
Great start, almost a win. What a disappointment. We'll see you next week, Tony. Krista.
Well, Tony talking about how he saw the replay there. Carl Edwards just taking a look as well at our monitor. Carl, what is your take on everything?
Oh, man, everybody was doing such a good job racing so close, and Tony was on 2 tires. Jeff was on 4, and Jeff kind of got Tony up in the 3rd lane, and I was going to follow Jeff down through the middle. And there just wasn't enough time. Tony started down just a little right there, and that's all it took. So just really hard racing. It's too bad there's too many cars, that many cars torn up. But our Scott's Fusion was pretty good today. Man, just hate to end it like that. Fortunately, we got the nationwide race to run next. But, man, just not the way we want to end it here.
Thanks, Carl.
And Jeff Gordon has come out of the care center. Your crew chief indicated it was just 15 guys trying to win the race. Is that your version as well?
Definitely. When you get a late caution like that, you're going to have guys take 2 and guys take 4. And we chose to take 4. And, every second, every position counts on those restarts with that few laps to go. And I saw Tony backing up, and then he got loose. And, I was trying not to get into him. And I ended up getting underneath him, and we were 3 wide. And then I saw the 48 out of my left corner, sneak in there as well. And just saw a lot of guys racing hard, and we ran out of room. I got clipped in the right rear and turned me in the wall. I'm just glad I'm okay. Man, what a race car. Gosh, what a race car we had. And, that's what I'm bummed out the most about right now is that we just had such an awesome race car. And I want to thank DuPont. I want to thank National Guard and Special Forces. It was really cool. And all these fans are coming out, man. They're seeing a heck of a show.
Speaking of the 48, Jimmy Johnson, what happened when you two got together earlier in the race?
I don't know. He was real loose. And, I got to him, and he got real loose. I got underneath him, and, he raced me hard. And then I slid up in front of him a little bit, and maybe that was it. And he ran in the back of me, for no reason. And then later, he got out ahead of me after a pit stop or on a restart, and he was just too loose. He wasn't fast enough, and my car was just so good. I could just get right on his bumper, and he got loose, and I guess he thought I was being too aggressive. I don't know, and he just drove into my door, and ended up costing him. But when you've got a race car like that, you don't have teammates and friends out there. You got to go out there and race hard, and that's what Jimmy's had, and I'm just excited that we've got something to race with all these guys out here right now.
You sound like you're angry with him, are you?
I'm disappointed, but I'll get over it, and so will he. We'll talk about it. I mean, we're good enough friends, good enough teammates, that it's more just the competitors in us, coming out there and the aggressiveness of wanting to win, not anything against one another.
Indeed. You had a great run today.
We saw Clint Boyer and Jamie McMurray also released from the care center. The drivers are required to go there after a crash when they cannot drive their car back to the garage area. Jeff Gordon was in it to win it. That was likely the best car here. Montoya's car all torn up as well. And the question becomes, Jeff Burton, Denny Hamlin, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, Greg Biffle, Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth. Who wins it?
I don't know, but one thing I'm excited, I don't know if excited is the right word, but one thing I appreciate is teammates putting the gloves on and going at each other. We hear about team orders and, who's got the best car and who's got the best this and that. I just thought today that we saw Jeff Gordon. That's old Jeff Gordon I knew about 10 years ago. He was on it today. And Jimmy Johnson, I'm not sure if he knew what to do with Jeff Gordon today.
But, you talk about Jimmy Johnson in that 48 car. It was not that many laps ago. It was doom and gloom. They were on pit road with a cut left front tire. They didn't have enough fuel to go to the end. They were going to have to make another pit stop. They get a caution. Yeah, he's sitting back in the 6th position right now, but he's the first car with 4 fresh tires with about 15 laps to go. And honestly, when I look at the cars in the top 5 that have 2 tires, a car that has impressed me all day long with a driver that's maybe not completely 100% is that 11 car of Denny Hamlin. He's looked awfully good here, especially in the late stages of the race.
I like the most laps today. He's won Talladega some 6 times. So we're headed to our 9th race of the season. Congratulations to Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing, for Darrell, Larry, and Mike, for Steve, Krista, Dick, and Matt, for Jeff Hammond and our entire production crew. We appreciate them staying over to work on Monday, and we appreciate you watching for NASCAR Monday. Fred Aldos, congratulations on your daughter's wedding. He works audio here for us. And thank you for being a part of NASCAR on Fox. We hope you join us Sunday, noon Eastern, from Talladega, Alabama.